States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Lord, we thank you for this opportunity to come together tonight, and let's ask each and everything we do here tonight be in the best interest of our children and the taxpayers of this district, Lord. We just ask that you would guide our words and our decisions, Lord, and that you just forgive us for the many times we failed. In Jesus' name, amen. Nothing in open forum. At this time, we will move straight to the administrator's report.
In elementary, we've had a teacher to be trained in dyslexia training and testing, and so now she's certified to do dyslexia testing on our campus, and so we're looking forward to that. We've got our new dyslexia program in place, and I'm hearing good things about it from teachers and students. The students are enjoying it, and we think the kids are making some progress. David Watkins came from the service center and spent a day with the elementary teachers a couple of weeks ago, working on instructional technology. He works with the teachers in small groups throughout the day and helps them with Google apps and questions they had about their iPads and different things like that. So I think we're making some progress with technology. And our site-based committee has been meeting. We've done a needs assessment, and so we've compiled that information from the surveys we did with teachers and from talking to people in the community and on our committee. And so we're in the process of putting all that together to form our campus improvement plan. So that'll kind of give us some direction for what goals we want to set and things that we want to accomplish next year. We finished up our spring fundraiser, and tomorrow products will be delivered. So we'll have that. One more thing behind us. That's all I can think of right now.
Anybody have any questions? All right. Question?
Mr. Morris is not here this afternoon. I told him I would kind of cover the secondary principals report. There's a lot of activities going on. I know in the secondary, most immediate ones are tomorrow's the district high school academics. Will be held at Jaden on Tuesday and Thursday. We're going to be sending about 24 or 5 kids over there, so I'll try to do representation. Weston on WINAC play will be Saturday. We held here, so those are some immediate activities going on in the high school. The other things I wanted to go over on the calendar aside this week, we'll see. First of all, the calendar looks different. It's going to be a little bit different, harder to read. It's not as simple to read as the other one, but it has a little more interaction. David Watkins did come and stay with the, I came back another day and spent the afternoon syncing all the teachers' smartphones with our district calendars. So all the teachers should have the ability, whether they've done it all yet or not, to basically have the district calendars on their cell phone. And I was just telling them before some of you guys came in, if you do have a smartphone, we will be able to send you an invitation to the district calendar and probably put some directions on there how to sync your phone with the district calendar. So that'll be coming up here shortly. Other activities next week, we do have the junior high double mountain relays on Monday, starting at 3:30. There's about 17 junior high schools that will be represented on Monday. District 10 starts there next week. The double mountain relays is scheduled on Friday, starting at noon. The district WINAC play will be next Thursday over at Guthrie. Then we start intercourse test the first week in April, with also STAR testing, writing and math, and some of the elementary grades. And then you can see the rest of the calendar for the rest of the school year.
What time does OAP start Saturday here?
2 o'clock. No. Yes, 2 o'clock.
And how many?
5 schools.
like on March 29th versus bad weather day, no, I assume that means no school?
Yeah, it's just not giving you all the information. I think on those Googles, you click it on it and it pulls it all out, it expands it. And this calendar, the printable form of it just won't expand it all. I might do some more experimenting and find out how we can do that, but I didn't get it the other day. I've used that calendar that we've been using for 10 and a half years. So I have 10 and a half years of events that I've kept, and I've switched over to this one. It's getting hard to used to using. Anyway, moving on to enrollment. Got some more kids in. Picked up about 6 kids from the last board meeting. We're up to 244. We keep making our way back around that 250 range. Attendance was a lot better than we did the last school board meeting. Secondaries at 98.27, and elementary at 97.71, and early at 98 for the school district since the last school board meeting. So with that kind of finish of the year, we'll meet in our 97th percentile range. I don't know if you read the article today about after the incident up north, the elementary incident up north of Abilene School District the next Friday, their attendance was 70%.
Yeah, kids home.
Yeah. Kids home. Anyway, did have a couple issues that I wanted to address. They're not item issues, but there's something I needed a little feedback from you guys. First of all, I did get about 4 or 5 months ago, I talked to you about the suburban possibility and the money we had for that. I had to go ahead and I kept looking. I looked at different car dealerships and finally found the best deal, basically where I started at, over at Haskell. And I had to go ahead and act on that to get the $15,000 that we're going to give to you to go towards that. So that'll be coming in pretty quickly. The price was with a grill guard, but it was $37,200 for 2013. LS.
And we've got 15,000 coming from.
Right. So it basically cost us the difference, 22.
That's pretty close to what we get for a good used one.
Yeah. I might have told you, I texted, I asked the guy over at Hanson. I went through there and seen some used ones, and I said, I asked him, I said, what are those used ones going for? They were in the 36s. Ones were $27,000. So this is going to be a really good deal for us. I've had some requests for us to consider, and y'all can just give me direction where you want to go on this, because I'm not sure what they're called, the Lawnmower Association racers have wanted to know if they could use a bar, some stands out there at the baseball field. We got 2 sets of stands out there. One of them is an older set of stands that's on kind of a skids that slides, that's been out there a long, long time. That's on the south side. The other is the old bandstands that were here when we moved a while back, 6 or 7 years ago out there, that are more permanent. They can be moved, but they are a little harder to move. I told them I didn't have any problem with the older ones. Right now, if they wanted to do, because they can just skid and bring them back, but I wanted to make sure what you guys thought if they went ahead, if they went with the other ones. And I just need your thoughts on it, what you might want to do.
Are they just gonna borrow them and bring them back?
Well, they're going to borrow them, but it may be an expensive borrow, not just for a weekend or to a deal. I'm sure it's going to be to a point where I'm sure everything runs its course, you know, and those things run their course, and that may take a while. But if we ever needed them, if we got to the point where we had more kids and we play more than we could, of course it'd be ours if what we wanted to do. But didn't have, they're just sitting there, and I thought if they could use them, if they use, but I didn't want to make a decision. You guys.
Those new ones have to be just.
They had to be dismantled. When we moved them over there from high school, they had to be dismantled. They're a lot of work. They look a lot better, they're nice, but it's gonna be a lot of work to do that. But
Not a problem with environment's going to take care of it, I'm sure they will.
just let them decide. They wanna take it down, take it down. Don't have any protection on this car. Get with them and decide what they're gonna do. Sometimes.
I'll ask him.
I think them are here, right?
Oh,
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Well, Bill's
Do you
the
feel like
copy.
you wanna take them, I mean, are y'all interested in taking the new ones apart and take them out there, or just use the old one?
Way down top, he just wanted some stands out there. Well, we could all put a good crowd out there.
The other ones are easier to move, but they may have some board issues.
Yeah, I'll.
You know, they're wood.
Yeah.
Those others are aluminum. They're gonna be a lot safer, but they're a lot harder. It's gonna be a lot of work to get them out there. So, I'll get with Bill. So I don't want to. That's really on the side. That's about really all I have.
Anybody else have any questions? And at this time, I guess we'll move into the consent agenda. And that would be to approve minutes from the previous meeting on February 18th. Is anybody,
Make a motion to approve the minutes. I already read it, didn't see anything.
all in favor? Thank you, guys. This time I'll turn this over to that's not good.
Again, a lot of these, the spring break costs a lot of change. A lot of this had to be done before we went out, so
Right.
we'll probably have to pay those manually. I guess we'll skip that.
I'll turn it back over to you, Roman.
All right, remainder of the bills.
Let me go over some that stand out that probably have questions. The multi-district classroom payment for the second semester. That's our student that is getting his education over at Anson. That's our fee for that for the second semester. Had some more legal expenses this last time, $1,100. Don't take much to go. I think that came from our discussion on the live chat we did with him. Yearbook is a $1,900 fee that usually we get all the money back from the selling of the yearbook, and she's working. I think she's going to be in the black again this year. Basketball meals, and, food supplies. The visas had travel for superintendent, the business manager, the special program technology, their assigned conferences that they attend. There is a third payment for tax collections for $7,200. Again, more meals, telephones. Not a lot of things out of the ordinary. On the distribution checks that we had to write manually, we made our last payment to the junior bus tours for the junior senior trip, $14,907. That pays us maybe a little bit of calculation differences, but that's our anticipation of what is. I think we've ended up raising right at $9,000 so far. We still have another track meet, so we're gonna have a lot of money to offset what we paid in the school district. The Stonewall Rural Health Clinic, for some reason, we just got the physicals
From the first
from August. I don't know why, I just wanted you to think we wasn't like paying those, but they just come in and we're at $140. Commodities, that's a weird thing. We get commodities for free, but you have to pay the delivery charge. And what happened was they were sending the delivery charges to the wrong email address for a whole year. And finally they called us and got the email address, and that was for a full year of deliveries, about $549. So commodities are not totally free. We have to pay the delivery charges on them. But other than that, it's just pretty much the same stuff you pay every month.
I make a motion, we pay the bill.
Second it.
All in favor? Thank you. At this time, we have a finance report and a tax collection report.
Finance report, not a lot changed. Still in really good shape. As far as cash on hand, that continues to dwindle each month with our expenses, but also our Chapter 41 payments. Calculations of TEA overpayments could change monthly. That's just the closer you get to the end of the year, the more solid numbers you get of how many kids we have and how much attendance is, and so all that gets adjusted. So we'll continue to make those changes as we get to the final point in August. There's all your giving money in the banks, and that hasn't changed. I like the fund balance growth in there. Your collections are just outstanding. They're 99.07 for our what we scheduled. We built a budget on, so we're there. Your total expenditures for the year. The revenue is going to show a 102. You'll see page 2 there. You'll see the final line. We got 102% of what we budgeted, but that includes a chunk of overpayment. They paid us too much money, so it's going to show more money in there than really we should have.
I was gonna ask you about that. You showed that 1,456%.
Yes, that's overpayment.
That's what that is?
Yeah, they send us too much money, so we just put it aside because they're gonna ask for it. It's gonna take a little longer in our situation for them to get their overpayments because they're not sending us hardly anything. They'll send us less and less and less, so it's gonna take a while to get that money back. But we have to keep that in mind all the time, knowing that that's not right. And then you look at expenditures for the year. We're in good shape, and that's the last page of your function 199, page 17. We're at 47.51% expenditures, which is good. We've run the school good, but again, a lot of that's payroll that runs all the way through the summer, so that'll all catch up during the summer months when we're not having school, but still having to pay the bills.
Anybody have any questions going on any financial report? All right, at this time, item number 7, order of cancellation of May 11th AISD Board of Trustee election.
We do have to make a motion on that. Just a simple motion to order the cancellation. We only had 3.
Nobody got a chance to get out.
That's a good sign. I thought it was a good sign.
I'll make that motion.
Make a motion. All in favor? Okay. Let's fix that right now.
And so that, I think it is.
Is anybody gonna have an election in May?
I heard nobody was, just the bond.
Yeah, I mean, 'cause I heard the city, I think the city council was right,
Here's the rest of that.
the hospital was right.
Do you need this one back up here?
No, that might be done.
Probably,
I think we did.
it'll need to be filed.
Those are need to vote. And that month,
Thank you.
I think we could
Alright,
be wrong.
Item number 8. Give us a little update on.
Yeah, we did get the information on the Region 14 bus auction. We think we had 2 buses that would fit this criteria to consider. I would need you to give me the okay to do it. Bus number 9, the old activity bus.
Sidewinder.
It's really set out there, it's not being used at all. I'm gonna be real honest with you, I'm not sure what those things will bring. They could bring, we have sold them for $3,000. We've sold some for less, so you know how an auction is, you're not gonna be guaranteed anything. Number 4 is a small little bus. Some of you were on, well, I guess Roland was, but we put $10,000 in a new motor net 8 years ago when that sucker did never run. It sat there. We finally got it running. It just run horrible. We tried to get as many miles as we could with it, but it just don't run very good. And I don't think you should put any more money in that vehicle. We could take them both up there and be done with it. Or if y'all got a better solution for them, just whatever you want to do.
That number 9 was headed to auction.
We
About
thought about
6 years
it,
ago.
and then we
6
got a
years
little
ago.
worried about it because we didn't have
We
an
didn't have
activity.
one.
We didn't have an activity bus, so we kept it.
Now we have.
Now we have one, we really don't use it for anything.
The only
I'd hate to send it off, I'd hate to send it off very far anyway.
We had one time years ago, we put one just in the paper and up for bid, but there wasn't, you gotta keep up with all that too. You're not gonna get much, they're looking to steal it.
I ain't got a problem with it.
Give up Ken, give them, they're not worth much.
That would be in May, we'll start that process and get it lined up, or we figure out how we're gonna get it down there, maybe we can get it started.
You need a motion on that?
Yeah, why don't y'all go ahead and do that, and if the numbers are number 9, number 4.
I'll make a motion, number 9 and number 4 go to auction.
Second, all in favor? That was clean up some stuff there. Number 9 is the building project update.
Okay, I'm gonna try to share some things that's going on, as much as I feel like I can share. I did, our election bond committee, steering committee met, the architect was there, the construction manager, folks were there, Joe Splitting, and the financial guys there. They gave a great factual presentation to the committee, and the committee started their process of beginning to do some of the things that they were wanting to do to inform the community. And they had some community dates set, the 23rd and the 23rd of April, public meeting, and the 7th of April is a public meeting. And they're planning on meeting. Of course, we're pretty much stay away from that, and they're gonna do their thing as far as presenting the bond information. The architect's gonna be here this week, Steve's gonna be here this week to, begin a PowerPoint presentation of pictures, projected, drawings, things like that, for us to be able to present to Lions Club, or things like that. Now, those are all factual things, it won't have any, vote this way or not vote this way, it'll just be factual information for us to share, to the public and any kind of folks that meet, and so that'll be going on rather quickly.
Is it gonna be like pictures of how bad a shape
Yes.
this is?
He'll take pictures of the existing structure,
Yeah.
and then, the problems that we've all talked about, he'll show.
Kind of like that slideshow he showed that committee over the other.
Yes, yes. And, he put it in, he said he'd be up here, he thought either tomorrow or Wednesday, and he'll start putting that together. So,
A lot of people don't know how bad a shape it's in.
well, we're gonna, start informing them and try to meet as many groups as we can, this for, and really, that's really all I have. I still haven't got a construction contract ready for y'all to sign. I think we've got an agreement, both sides. I still think there's a few little questions, and then Spring Lake just kind of just paused it all, but, we don't have a full contract signed, but I think everything's in place to do that. It's a matter of them getting back and bringing us a copy. Again, we're okay with all that because we're such a long way from that part of it. We got plenty of time to make sure that's all right.
Anybody have any questions on anything you can do? Well, I guess this time, if anybody would need a break, be a good time to take one. We come back and go into closed session.